Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Cook with me. My name is Tori, aka Mountain Mama, and tonight we are going to make vegan lasagna roll-ups. And yeah, this is what you're going to need. I'm going to be using 8 lasagna noodles, and behind me I have a pot of water with salt coming up to a boil right now. I do choose to use the Beyond meat, and this is going to be your filler. I use the Beyond sausage, the hot Italian, and yeah, I just dice that up and I serve it with a little bit of pepper and onion. I don't cook it just because it kind of marinates and cooks itself in the lasagna noodles. And then for some spices, you're going to need 1 teaspoon of black pepper, garlic powder, basil, oregano, and a little bit of parsley. The meat is pretty salty enough, so I'm not going to add any extra salt, but yeah, you just need a teaspoon of each. And then I like to top mine with a homemade Alfredo sauce. So what you're going to need is vegan cream cheese. So I use the brand Kite Hill. I talk about this all the time. It's the only vegan cream cheese I will consume. It's made with almond milk, and they culture that. They also make a ricotta, which could be a great alternative if you can't find the cream cheese. And then you're gonna need 3 tablespoons of vegan butter. You're gonna need half of a white onion chopped. It doesn't need to be fine because you are going to blend. And you're going to need 4 cloves of garlic. Alright, and then for cheeses, I use the brand Chao, and I wanted just to try a different one, so what I did was find the Daya mozzarella. I really don't like Daya or Daya. The only kind that I like is the cutting board brand. I find mine in King Soopers, which is Kroger, and you're just gonna need 4 slices of the Chao and then just a handful of that mozzarella. I just wanted to try it out. And then this is the vegan half and half that you're gonna need. So I use the Ripple brand, which is pretty delicious and is the closest to half and half that I can remember. And you're also going to need the juice of 1 lemon, and that's just to make your Alfredo sauce kind of taste a little bit cheesy. And then I just did a cup of marinara, and you will see what we use that for. So this is everything you are going to need. Everything will be listed in the description box, but yeah, let's start with our sauce. So the first thing that we need is to get all of those onions and garlic cooking together. You want to bring it up to a nice fragrant simmer. And then what you need to do is add your vegan cream cheese and butter. Your cream cheese isn't going to completely melt, but your butter will. You just want to kind of break apart the cream cheese as best you can. Remember, we are going to blend our sauce, so little chunks of cream cheese are not going to be an issue. And then you want to add just half of that spice mixture, and just make sure you're stirring everything together so nothing gets stuck to the pan. And I just reduced my heat to a low simmer. So one thing I forgot to mention is adding a cup of veggie broth. You could use water if you're worried about the sodium. And then you're going to add half of that cheese blend to melt into the sauce mixture. So the next step's a little tricky, but you're just adding all of that half and half, and you're going to ladle everything into a food processor or blender, and you just want to blend it together and set that aside. So now you're adding the other half of that spice mixture into your Beyond Meat and pepper and onion blend, and that is going to be your filling for the lasagna noodles. I'm adding a little bit of sauce just to make it sticky, And then you're going to take all of your mixture and put the mixture evenly spread throughout the lasagna noodles. So I put all of my marinara on the bottom of my baking dish, and then I put my lasagna roll-ups into the pan. My oven is preheated to 350 degrees, and right now I'm just sprinkling the tops of the roll-ups with that cheesy mixture. And then all you want to do is add your Alfredo sauce to the top of those lasagna noodles. Let it settle a little bit and then fill in any of that space. So you can go ahead and set your timer for 45 minutes and place your lasagna roll-ups into the oven. And yeah, this is how they came out. I covered mine with my baking dish lid. You could leave it like this and have the lasagna noodles a little crispy, which is kind of a different take on them as well. I served mine with broccoli, steamed kale, and some peas. And yeah, this is how they came out. This is not necessarily the most healthy recipe that I have created. We don't eat like this every day, but it is nice to indulge once in a while. I really hope you enjoyed this recipe. Please make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and we will see you next time. Bye!